Hello, I'm Cassie Rose again from our Squared Ranch, Rocky Mountain Horses. I'm here to showcase Finnegan, or registered name R2, I'm on the night train. He is a bay gelding and he is coming to. That makes him one more season, or if you're impatient, this season available for starting. He stands tied, does all of the basic things we do expect from a young horse here at our Square Ranch. He trims his feet, he picks up his feet, he loads in a trailer, he disengages his hind end, he moves his shoulder, he lunges, he free lunges, and allows himself to be sacked out. He is an all-around certified good boy and wins hearts all over the farm. Let me show you his quality here. So as we walk around, we got a really thick mane and tail. He's branded with our squared. He is going to have such a thick, beautiful mane here. It is going to be phenomenal. It is thick. So this is extraordinarily luxurious. This hair is beautiful. He is so pleasant in the face. We really like how he's marked here. He has a nice stripe and a hind sock, just enough chrome to be beautiful. So that mane is going to be dark. He does show some sun bleaching there. That is largely that immature hair. It's going to be pretty dark as he matures. His tail does have some curl to it. I just brushed that out. It is nice and thick. He's going to have quite a substantial tail here. He is no more than 14 hands right now. I don't think he will get much bigger than 14.2, if that. So he's going to be a nice little ride. I'm 5'9". I love riding a horse like this. They gait well. They're easy to ride. They're still athletic as all get out. So let's take a look at his conformation. So he has a nice square hind end. I like the trapezoid shape. I really do appreciate that. Now we are looking at a horse. A lot of these gaited horses are going to show you a little bit of cowhockness, but that doesn't mean they can't perform. A lot of gaited horses have an overstride. Now, that's important because if they didn't have that overstride, they'd be stepping on their own legs. So we think those gaited horses do need a little bit of that just to be able to move. And we want the smooth ride. So gaited horse breeders do promote it. They do accept it. It's in our lineage and it's hard to get away from. But they do move just fine. There are no lasting health effects to being cowhocked in this breed, unless you are a cutting horse trainer, unless you want to be a gaited cutting horse rider, unless you're doing reining moves in top reining horse competitions with your gaited horse. I highly doubt it. This is one beautiful colt. He has nice lines for his balance. He has nice structure to his front end. There's a nice straight line coming down all the way down. He is going to get wider, and that's why we look at foal picks. When he is fully mature at 5 or 6, maybe 7 years old, we're going to have a nice wide chest. We're going to have perfect balance in between the front legs here. He's going to be nice wide chest here. We have great side profile structure. The line comes straight down out of his shoulder here. Nice suspension, great angle to the fetlock, great knees, nice deep heart girth, great balanced head and neck, match the rest of his body, great through the loin, nice short little loin here. I think he's going to have a great, comfortable, small moving gait, great side profile, angle to the hind quarter. We have a trapezoid shape, great haunches, matches his nice wide shoulder. He's going to be very balanced. He is balanced. Great angle to the hock. He's not posty-legged at all. Okay guys, a lot of gaited horses, they can be parrot mouth. I haven't really seen a whole lot of parrot mouth horses, but ours are not one of them. Very nice teeth. He is a coming 2-year-old, so he has 2-year-old teeth. He might still have some caps that are young yet. Always have your seller work with your horse, at least what they advertise your horse being able to do. So I like to show everyone what the horse can do. Again, pick up those hooves when we need to for hoof trimming and care, that they're not moving around a whole lot. And he's really going to be a spectacular animal once he is under saddle. He's really going to showcase some really nice Rocky Mountain qualities. He's really such a good boy now. Good boy. And we can touch him all over. And we really enjoy Finnegan. He really likes scratches in the summertime. Right now, of course, he's not itchy. So it is really important, once these colts reach a certain stage, we start asking them to back out of the trailer. When they're really, really young, we don't do that. But once they start to get a really good handle on their groundwork, they're capable of the back on the ground. We start asking for the back up out of the trailer. I don't know if you caught on to that, but I had never asked Finnegan to lunge into the trailer before. That was his very first time loading in. We call that self-loading. It's a very important skill. We've done a lot of trailer loading with him, but never actually driven him in like that. And it's going to be a perfect skill, and actually one of the fine-tuning skills of trailer loading. Now, we typically don't start our babies at 2 or 18 months like industry standard would suggest. We like to wait for the slower growing Rockies to reach maybe 2.5, 3 years old. But that doesn't mean we can't put a saddle on them and do a little groundwork like we normally do and make it a 10-minute session and make it quick, easy, and something they can tolerate. Especially because Finnegan is for sale, we might want to showcase to our customers that he does accept a saddle. We do think he's going to be an extraordinary under saddle mount, and that he'll be really easy for most people to start themselves if they have a good sense about them and their horsemanship. Now, Finnegan had not seen this equipment before, so we are seeing it and working together for the very first time. He has been socked out a little bit. Now, what we don't want to do is tie him up. If he pulls back, we're going to be in trouble for a whole lot of other problems. We don't want him muscle sore or hurting himself, so we tend to do a lot of sacking out without being tied. And our skills going up to this point really lead us to success. Getting the horse to be respectful of our space, back out of our space, move the shoulder, move the haunches, and do a little bit of short lunging is going to offer up a huge amount of success when you get to this point. I do like to use a Western saddle for starting a lot of my colts. This happens to be a barrel racing saddle. Now, when I do get a horse that likes to maybe scoot around the round pen, I want to be held in like I'm turning a barrel really fast, because they can scoot. get that sucker tied on, we don't want to move him around a lot. So he's making me feel pretty confident right now. He seems pretty secure in his life right now, so that's good. I'm just going to take it a bit slow and try not to put myself in any danger. With a colt that's never had a saddle on, I don't want to put my head where it shouldn't be, or stand in front of his forward motion, or stand too far back in case he should bolt or kick. I don't use a breast collar or a back cinch in the first saddling. I think that can cause a lot more problems than it's worth. I add those in shortly after. I'm just tightening him a little bit just so you can feel it. I don't want the saddle to come off if he should scoot around. So that's what's important. I like that he's moving on his own, and I like that he's accepting the saddle. Now the first thing I do want to do is maybe back him a few more steps so he can feel it some more. Maybe ask him to go for it. So this is really, really good because he is feeling that saddle on his lumbar span. And really, if a horse is going to buck or be really reactive, and he's more interested in getting a treat from me as opposed to, how worried he would be with that thing on his back. So I'm going to do a little disengaging. We haven't done any work in the last few months here. So there's a nice little disengage. I have to drill him at all. He is just feeling that saddle. We make the, if they get scared and you quit, that's another big hurdle for me as a trainer. So I like to just do it. If you want me to start your horse, I prefer just to do the things that you're not comfortable with. I can saddle them. If you are just comfortable bringing them to the barn, getting their feet trimmed, getting them to be respectful of your space, that's all I require of a client of mine asking for training. And then we see if we get any action. But I do not want to just turn him loose yet. After he gets some more feels here, he has to feel it while he trots or moves out a little bit. And once he feels that, I'm confident that he isn't going to lose his mind. And sometimes when they lose their mind, I can't catch him again. But I want to be able to short lunge him and have them have confidence in me. And you can see a sweet little gait here, which is great for a young prospect. FYI, if I was looking for a gelding like this, this would be it. Easy gait and boy right here. A true saddle rack at this stage is rare. Horses that are in their growing stages typically trot or pace or whatever combination that is comfortable to them. So this horse does exhibit that true saddle rack that's correct for the breed. Again, I don't have to get them going very long, trotting or gaiting around, but just so they feel forward movement. And now I can be ready to almost turn them loose. Cautionary statement. Always have this thing tight before you turn them loose. All right, let's see what's going to happen. Very typical of our Rockies. He did not even try to buck. No action. How disappointing. Miss Finnegan carrying the saddle for the first time. Don't worry about the jingle jingles. I like that they flop around and they give them a little extra. Now, if you're gonna ask me how well does this colt catch, well, I just ran him around with a new saddle. Hi, buddy. Yeah, he's very, very, very difficult to catch. I don't know what else to say about that. Super easy. I do have to say this thing about Finnegan. With what he just showed me with the saddle on his back, I have no doubt I could get up on him and ride him because he was real quiet.